2-point victory. This has been another one of those weird games, is really what it boils down to. And, sometimes you run into it. And again, the length of the Toronto Raptors is definitely affecting the Chicago Bulls in this game. DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine have combined for 10 points in this game so far. Nikola Vucevic leads the Bulls in scoring with 13 points. He's 5 of 7 from the field with 1 rebound, 2 assists. But DeMar DeRozan 2 of 5 in this game with 6 points. Zach LaVine's 2 of 4 with 4 points. Caruso's 1 of 4 and 0 for 3 from 3-point line with 3 points. Pat Bev is 1 for 2 with 2 points. And Ayo Dosunmu with 8 points off the bench. Kobe White with 5 points off the bench. We need better production from our starters in this game. We were pressing. We played a sloppy first half of basketball. 9 turnovers by the Chicago Bulls in the first half. 3 of those turnovers coming in the first 3 minutes for the Chicago Bulls. They got to get the turnovers underway. This looked like the old Chicago Bulls team. They've done pretty good at taking care of the ball in the last couple of games, but 9 turnovers in one half, that's more than what they had in all of last game, and then it matches what they had all in the game against the Brooklyn Nets. The turnovers are killing the Bulls right now. Also, the rebounding aspect of the game as well. They're getting out-rebounded by 6. They need to tighten those things up. This is why I said coming into this game that the length of the Toronto Raptors was definitely going to affect the Bulls. They need to get back to attacking before the Raptors set up the offense. The Chicago Bulls offense has looked sloppy. They haven't been able to set up and sometimes with that turnover, but they've been very sloppy with the ball, careless with the ball. They need to tighten those up. I do like the fact that they have 16 assists on 19 made baskets, but we need to tighten up the turnovers. We need to get that underway. Zach LaVine isn't being the efficient offensive player that we need him to be. Neither is DeMar DeRozan. We need better output from one of those two. I like that they are going to Vooch. I do like that Vooch has taken 7 shots so far in this game, but we need something. And one thing that stood out to me as well, Alex Caruso guarding OG Anunoby or Pascal Siakam is not going to cut it. I would really like to see Billy Donovan in the second half of this game start Patrick Williams in the second half. That's my personal opinion. It's not because of Pat being the 4th overall pick or anything like that, just strictly for the size aspect. And if you look at the Toronto Raptors early in this game, they basically ran their defense in a way that it left Alex Caruso open at the 3-point line. He's not made a single one of those. They're not going to be able to do that if it's Patrick Williams out there. If the Toronto Raptors try to run the same defense that they did with Alex Caruso as the starting 4, it's going to leave Patrick Williams open. And Patrick Williams is going to hit that 3-point shot at a better rate than Alex Caruso. In my opinion, Billy Donovan does need to go to Patrick Williams to start the second half. Like I said, the size aspect, the better shooting from 3-point line, it'll force the Toronto Raptors to have to do something different defensively. But I don't necessarily know if he's going to do that. This has been a struggle in this case for the Chicago Bulls, so we'll see. Yosu says, why is Pat not playing? We need to small man and too many turnovers. Well, he is playing. He's played 10 minutes in this game, so let's be clear here. I think he's played the second most minutes off the bench, but like I said, he needs to definitely start in the second half, in my opinion. Outcoached, definitely getting outcoached so far. I would say as well. Billy Donovan's gum said solid half. I can't necessarily say just because the Bulls walked away with a 2-point lead, I still can't say that was a solid half, not in my opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm not saying that I'm more right than you are or anything like that. It's just I can't call that. I can't call 9 turnovers, bad shooting, a solid half. I can't do that. And I guess they're shooting 52% from the field, so it's not that bad. It just feels like they're killing it. Pat got hurt. Where the fuck did I miss that at? Oh, then that's going to be very bad. Brandon L. Jet says, F the Bulls. I'm here to support Haize. Well, glad to have you in the building, bro. They need to box out. Absolutely need to box out. 3 turnovers before the 8-minute mark in one quarter is crazy. We had 3 turnovers at 9 minutes and 28 seconds left in the first quarter. That's terrible. That's bad. Ayo putting in work. Yes, Ayo's definitely putting in work. Effing miracle, we up by 2. Yeah, definitely up by 2. Pat got hurt. He's got injured. He's just not sure returning this game. Well, if he is, he needs to start. Like, that's tough. Damn, Haize. This feels intense, like a playoff game. Toronto defensive tough. They're doubling DeMar and Zach, frustrating both of them. Yeah, definitely getting them out of their offense. Zach needs to catch and shoot threes. With the way the Toronto Raptors are playing defense on him, I don't necessarily know if that can happen, brother. And you remember, Tony, in the first half where you're like, I don't know why you guys are so worried about the Raptors. You see now why we're worried about the Raptors? You see why? Said Red says, yep, they're leaving Caruso unguarded and he's bricking. They're leaving him wide. They are not worried about Alex Caruso shooting against them at all. The Toronto Raptors have no fear of Alex Caruso making the shot against them. And that's wild. That's tough. That's tough. How are we feeling about this first half? I'm not feeling good right now. I'm not even going to lie to you. Not feeling good about this first half at all. Not even a little bit. Anybody catch Zach and Kobe bickering? Did they? I didn't even see that. When Bulls go into the offseason, they need to look at these Raptors Bulls games because they show our glaring weaknesses so much. DeMar mid-range basically gets clamped and they have no shooters. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is too, right? And we talk often about DeMar DeRozan and being in the mid-range and him operating as a low post scorer and stuff like that. If we had more three-point shooting in this team, it would open the space even more up for DeMar DeRozan, and then some of his issues wouldn't be as glaring. But, you know, it's tough. It's tough. We're lucky the Raptors didn't capitalize on our turnovers. Yeah. Dak did have one chance at C and S3, but passed it up. Yeah, I mean, he did, but keep in mind that defense is smothering. Like the Toronto Raptors have a great defensive game plan when it comes to the Chicago Bulls. So you're loving the new look offense in this game? The offense don't look good in this game, man. Eads Instrument says, sup, Haize, loving the content. Glad to have you in the building, fam. This is why I don't understand why people would want Derrick Rose over Nerlens Noel's buyout at this point. We need size and rim protection, and Nerlens Noel fits that after waiving Goran. Listen, he brings that theoretically, but Nerlens is a lot like a forward version, a big man version of Denzel Valentine. Theoretically, he brings rebound and shot blocking like Denzel theoretically was a 3-and-D player, but it doesn't always come to fruition like that. Doesn't always come to fruition that way. Toronto closes out on 3-point on shooters very well. Not surprised on Zach being so hesitant. Yeah, I mean, but we need it. We definitely need it. We need them to kick up the shooting in this second half. Spacing and 3-point shooters make games like this more easy for our main players for sure. Absolutely. The Bulls need to get better. Zach only scoring 4 in the first half is not so good. Yeah, him and DeMar DeRozan combining for 10 points and a half, that's never going to be good. I'm honestly surprised that we're up. If you Zach and DeMar combining for 10 points and a half, that has to be a rarity that we'd be up in a half where they do that. That's crazy. Our defense is helping us offense, and our threes are not going in. Yeah, I mean, and that's been the story for a while for the Bulls. We're 4 of 10 from 3-point range, 33% from 3. We need to tighten that up for sure. Eads Instrument says, I miss Doug McDermott. You miss Doug McDermott? I mean, Doug actually turned himself into a pretty solid NBA player, and I do think that he could definitely help this team right now. He's getting paid a lot, though. Like, that contract for Dougie, man, I'm glad we're not paying him that contract. That's for damn sure. Bulls and Raptors are so similar. It's just Toronto is a bigger team. Yeah, and it's the length, right? The length of the Toronto Raptors is what's smothering. We need a Twin Towers approach. Vooch and Drummond on the court together now, please. Yeah, okay. You want to lose? If you want to lose, sure. Do you think the Bulls waiving Goran was necessary? Depends on what they do with that space. Like I said, there's a high chance that it was just a money saving tactic. They saved $1.8 million by waiving Goran. So a Jerry Reinsdorf team, I'm always going to be looking at it. I'm always going to be looking at them trying to save some money. Just got to be honest. Zach and DeMar 10 points and we up is crazy. Some of our best defensive players are mid shooters. Really curious what we do. Yeah, how we come out in the second half is going to be telling. Definitely going to be telling. The fact alone is a testament to how well our defense is playing. I must have missed a comment in there. We win in this game. Levine or DeMar have to turn it up. They in a major way, not in a minor way. We need them to turn it up in a major way. Combining your two top players, combining for 10 points, that's tough. But it is encouraging the fact that Zach and DeMar did combine for 10 points, and we got 9 turnovers as a team, and we're still up by 2. Meaning, if the Bulls can tighten it up, right? If they can attack Toronto's defense before their defense has a chance to set up and set in, we can find some success, man. But I don't necessarily know if I have faith in it right now. Bulls highlight says they need to stop Podol cutting that Raptors run. If we stop that, good chance in winning. Man, listen, y'all be killing me with these like spell checkers, y'all. Fran, I appreciate it, but Lord, that was tough to read. But no, I agree with you. Definitely agree with you. Guadalupe, yo, Haize, where you get that hat? I told y'all before, I get all my hats from New Era or Lids. That's it. That's where you got to look. That's all. That's the only place I go for hats for sure. This is another crazy thing that I see in today's NBA. Players get to the basket or get within 5 feet of the rim and then pass the ball out for a lower percentage shot. That kind of drives me crazy. Listen, that's kind of what the NBA has gone to. I mean, I don't agree with it. What used to be fundamentals aren't fundamentals anymore. Following your shot used to be fundamental in basketball. NBA, very rarely do you see players consistently follow their shot. So Pat Bev offensive deficiency was low-key hurting us. He don't even face the basket to pretend to score. Well, that's not his role. He says that. He doesn't necessarily look to score. Let's see how they start the second half. It will determine a lot. Absolutely agree with you, Mark. How this Bulls team comes out in the second half, if Billy Donovan comes up with a better game plan to attack the Toronto Raptors defense, get some spacing in there, get Zach LaVine in some catch-and-shoot opportunities, it can turn. The tide can turn, but let's be clear here. The tide can turn for the Toronto Raptors pretty easily too, so we'll see how it goes. Second and third opportunities for the Raps on offensive rebounds will continue to kill us. We're one of the better offensive rebounding teams in the league, so for sure. You want to try to keep them off the boards if you can. Agent 47, this is the kind of game you need to be 100% full energy every time. Got to be locked in. Absolutely got to be locked in. Oh, that's what I'm referring to. Zach and DeMar up by 10. I wouldn't necessarily say, like, yeah, our defense has been cool. The Toronto Raptors also are shooting the ball 35% from the field and 23% from three-point range. So as bad as we're shooting from three, they're even worse than us, right? I need to see the Bulls play a little bit better offense so we can take care of that. Bulls highlight says, my bad, man. LOL. Listen, I gotta throw some fun, bro. That's it. Bro, I had a stroke typing that out. Oh, man, that's crazy. Stacey King literally just said what you said. They got to clean up and tighten up some things. Listen, I'm telling you, I know basketball. That ain't even to pat myself on the back. Like I know the game of basketball. But Stacey King's the GOAT for a reason, man. Hey, you got a link for your hat or jacket gear? No, jacket. I don't even know. Like I said, everything I get my stuff from a few different places. Lids, New Era, Fanatics, some stuff from Homage, Culture Kings. I got very few things from Culture Kings though, but those are like the merch go-to spots, literally. Cam says, thank you for the promo code, Haize. What promo code? What promo code did I give? I'm super okay with him not being a scorer, but P-Bev was low-key and inhibiting the offense. Also, the travel call on Alex was bold. Yeah, listen, it's refs going ref, bro. Refs going ref. Shit, look how big Toronto is. LOL, the front court is like 6'9" and up. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Haize is capping. He get his gear from Off-White. Hey, by the way, Brandon LJ, did you get that jacket from Off-White? That $5,000 jacket? Did you end up getting it? They're guarding DeMar like it's the playoffs. We need him to drop 50 like he said towards Siakam. Listen, it's not coming. It's not coming for DeMar DeRozan in this game, I don't think. But, hey, I'd love to be wrong about that one. Jamal in the building says, keep up the good work, Haize. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to keep up the good work, keep up the good fight. I put in too much work, bro. By the way, y'all go subscribe to NBA Central too. We're trying to grow that channel. Y'all make sure you go subscribe to NBA Central. It's wild that Chicago Sky is killing NBA Central in the viewership right now. Let's get that up. Okay, but that's just a little shameless plug there. They're not my hats, and I can't set myself up with an affiliate link. They gotta offer me an affiliate link. Still in damn, Brandon, that's crazy. All right, game's back on. I'll catch you guys right here, post game show. Make sure you guys are locked in. Let's get this dub. Go Bulls, see red. Peace, y'all.